Hello, I'm Luki Mogilevsky, and welcome to The Breaking, where I'm joined by my co-anchors Noah Peterson and Huxley Bowman Zimmerman. First thing we are going to discuss is the NBA. Could anyone compete with the dynasties in the West, like the Rockets and the Lakers and the Clippers?
Okay, I think that the Sixers could compete with the West because their lineup is very stacked with Simmons, Embiid, Tobias Harris, and they have a lot of great players. Simmons is working on his jump shot, and they just signed him to a major extension. Joel Embiid is, of course, one of the best centers in the NBA. Tobias Harris obviously averaged about 20 points last year on a very stacked Sixers lineup. And they have a very underrated shooter in Josh Richardson at shooting guard, who is the shooter that they need, who can replace Josh Reddick. So I think JJ Reddick, and I think that they could compete with the West this year.
I also think the Sixers, but the Bucks could also be able to.
Yeah, the Greek Freak. Did anyone leave the Bucks that you think could be bad for them, or do you think the Greek Freak could be a one-man team by himself?
Brogdon left the team, but I think the Greek Freak is improving every year, and I think he's getting ready for the playoffs and will lead them to a championship.
Yeah. And I think there's a lot of other teams that could compete in there as well. Like, the Raptors still have a lot of talent, even though they've lost Kawhi, like Van Vliet, Siakam, and a lot more, especially when you think of Lowry.
Okay, now we're going to talk about the NFL and our Super Bowl predictions. You can go first.
Who do you think is going to be the most disappointing team of the season?
In the
The most disappointing team in the NFL will be I'm going to say the Chargers. They're going to go down. And, yeah, they're going to have a bad season. I mean, they had an okay season last year, but they're going down.
Okay, I also think that the Chargers will disappoint because you don't even know if Melvin Gordon's coming back. And Melvin Gordon was a huge piece to that team. And Philip Rivers is getting older and older, so I think the Chargers will fall and not be what they're expected. Okay, and that's the end to our show. And keep going. Oh, call. Okay. We have a caller here.
Do what you did last year.
Hello, we are joined by Miss Laura Katz.
What did he say?
And what are you
say?
saying?
We can't.
So Patty Mahomes last season was hands down the best quarterback. Do you think he can put up similar numbers this year that he did last year?
Mahomes? Honestly, I think for Patrick Mahomes, this year's going to be harder because last year he wasn't under any pressure, and this year he's under tons of pressure. Like best NFL player, MVP, he won something at the ESPYs, on the cover of Madden in only his third year, and that's going to be a lot of pressure. Plus, defenses might be able to figure him out.
Okay, yeah, I agree with Lukey because it's hard after having a season like that when he was kind of a rookie because he only played one game his full season. I think that he won't be able to do what he did last year because those were incredible numbers, and it's hard to keep that up.
I'm also going to agree with that because the teams are getting better, and he just had an amazing season last year, so I don't know if he could do it again.
Yeah, and going back to defenses, NFC, I think Rams have another great year. They did lose Ndamukong Suh, but they did gain Eric Weddle, which is just about the same.
Okay, that's the end of our show today.
Thank you for
joining us.
Thank you for joining us at what's it called?
The Breakdown.
The Breakdown. I'm Luki Mogilevsky signing off with Huxley Bowman Zimmerman and Noah Peterson. Thank you.